They gave me a free shot at the liquor store
Of what?
of whiskey.
Why?
I don't know. They were just promoting the whiskey, and that's what I wanted to try. Of course, I said yes.
And you got a shot
Well, it
whiskey?
was like a little sample, so it wasn't like a real shot. It was just like those little like plastic ones that are like this big, you know. But it was good.
Okay. So this is how we start our episode today. So we have our glass of wine this time. This is one of our favorite wines.
Mhm.
Mm.
It's pretty
After
good.
this, I'm gonna make dinner. Gonna make pastas or maybe go and eat pastas. I don't know.
We haven't decided.
Yes, but
I've
pasta.
decided, but you can't decide because you never decide. I always have.
But anyway, pastas is one of my favorite foods.
Right. That's
And
everyone's.
yes, and today I want wine. I love this wine. It's so easy to drink, so chill, mm, so good. And I feel also is made me feel cozy. Today we record in front our big window,
Mm-hmm.
so the neighbors, I don't know what they think about us
That we're crazy. That we're just these
because literally,
young people recording themselves like everyone.
like their window is in front of our window, so they literally can see us.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they think something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
It is
We
what it
call
is.
them the vampires.
Yes. And the reason for that is because they never come out of their house and they have everything door dashed and like what's the grocery one? Is that DoorDash too?
Yeah, that's DoorDash
Yeah, it's
too.
everything. They're actually really nice. I mean, the neighbor guy, he comes out and like does his lawn, but he's nice. They're
And
nice. They just
plus,
don't come outside for you.
they don't turn on the light
No, they
during the
don't. Like the
night.
lights are never on the blind. I don't know how they do it because like I need light in
I
the house, or
know.
else I get like rest. I need the
I
light.
know. And the curtains are always closed.
Yeah,
And we're the opposite. Like super
it's
like
super
everything is
light in here.
open,
Everything's
light.
white. Yeah, we like white, and simple.
So that's why we call them the vampires. So hello vampires.
Mm-hmm. The
But
nice vampires. At least
they
they're
are
nice.
nice. Yeah, they are nice. They are good neighbors. Anyway, so let's start with the conversation today. Do you remember? What? So listen to this. I'm in charge of setting up, recording, editing, posting, all that. James just had one task:
Pick up the wine.
beverages.
Pick up the wine. That was my job.
Yeah, so that can be the wine, that can be the coffee, that can be anything that we're gonna drink during our episode.
Mm-hmm.
I came early from work to record, and we start recording hour and a half later.
Yeah, she couldn't get ready in time, and I told her like, "Come on, let's go. Let's do this."
It's not my fault. You know that. Anyway, but do you remember what is gonna be our episode today about?
um, how we met?
Yeah. Yes, you remember, guys. You know that you forget things so easy when I tell you things.
It's a guy.
It's a guy thing. I don't know why you guys tends to forget the things that we tell you. Like,
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
remember stuff, but I have so much stuff to like remember in the day that like I don't know.
Excuses. I do too.
You're just better at it than I am. But no, I remember. It's how we met, and I don't. Was that all? Was that, or is there something else you want to talk about? Or
No,
why
we're gonna
not?
talk about how we met, and during our conversation, I wanna ask you, and maybe yeah, I can answer that question too. What do you What do you think about me when you meet me? Like when we
Oh,
start. So, but hang on there.
okay. All right.
That is for like first
Okay.
talk about that, and that's what I also want to wine today. It's a little bit like cloudy outside. It was raining,
Mhm.
and it's wine time to go back to memories. So I don't know. That's why the vibe.
Right.
All the vibe is
We should have pulled
matching.
out some of the aguardiente.
No way, Jose. So what is aguardiente?
It's a special liquor from Colombia. and it's clear. It looks just like water, and it does not taste like water. I personally hate this stuff. I think it's disgusting, but it tastes like black licorice. So if anyone knows like that black licorice flavor, that's what it tastes like. It's repulsive. I hate it. But
God,
I bought a bottle of it yesterday because there's a Colombian spot
close
close to
it.
us that I know of, and I bought a bottle. More for you and your friends for when they come over. I don't know. I don't drink.
But aguardiente
I don't
is
liquor,
like,
really. I don't like shots. I don't
I
like any of
know.
that stuff.
But aguardiente is or guaro, the nickname. It's like the traditional liquor
Yeah.
drink, especially in
It's
Medellin.
made from cane sugar, right?
Yeah, it's made from cane sugar. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Gross.
It is,
Don't try
yeah.
it. Or try it, actually.
Doesn't
Try it.
have the best.
People might like it. I don't know.
Doesn't have the best flavor, but that's what we drink in Colombia. And it's funny because
It's gnarly.
we don't drink in like mixed bottle glass. No, we usually buy the big bottle instead, and we have shot glasses, but they're smaller than what you guys using here for shots. You guys do giants.
I think they're like the normal size, but you guys don't fill it up all the way. They fill it
Mhm.
like halfway, and they just kind of like just take like
All
little drinks.
night.
Yeah, and they
like
finish it.
shots.
Oh yeah, no. The first time I went to Colombia, I had my first experience with
Guaro.
guado,
Aguardiente.
aguardiente, and it was gross. But like after the first few drinks, it hits you good, and you're like, all right, I can have more.
And then that is gonna be a funny story when we talk about that.
That was probably the
that is gonna be in the next episode. We're gonna talk about our like first time in
That's so
each
bad.
other
right.
countries.
So I'm jumping. I'm getting.
Yeah,
myself. Okay.
you're getting ahead. See, that's why like we just start talking
Yeah.
and that goes in everywhere. But let's go 6 years ago. So we met even more, like 2019. So
Is that 6 years?
19, I think. Yes,
think that was
6
6
years.
years.
Yes,
Yeah.
6 years. So let's go back 6
Almost.
years. Almost 7. Oh my goodness. So let's go back 6 years ago. So when Manuela decided to leave Colombia
Mhm.
and to come to Casper, Wyoming. Ta-da! Everybody asked me like, why? Like, what are you doing over there?
Yeah.
So I came to this country in a culture change program that is called au pair.
Is it AU au pair? It's au pair.
Au
Right?
pair. Yeah,
Au
I
pair.
always pronounce
Yeah.
it wrong.
Au pair. Yeah. AU au pair.
Yeah, au pair.
Yeah.
Au pair program. For those that doesn't know what is that program, who invented it. So this program is a affordable way for people like me that wanted to come to study English, to learn English, to again come to this country. It is way affordable than a study visa. Study visa is way out of my budget.
But you can go anywhere, right? It's not just the United
Yeah,
States. It's anywhere.
Yeah, it's anywhere. Like the agents that are in your country works with a lot of agencies in different countries in the world. So you can choose where you want to go. I chose to come to United States because that is the English that also they teach you in Colombia, the American English.
Yeah.
And in Colombia, I studied business. And of course, I needed to learn English. So I decided to come to this country with this program that was more affordable for me. So you come to study, you can study whatever you want because they give you like 5 credits that you can do whatever you want to study. In my case, I want to use those credits to study English. But this is the tricky part. You come here to live with a family. That's why it calls a cultural exchange program. Because you come here to live with an American family, but for living with the family and the family like pay for you being here as well, you had to be their nanny.
Right.
So I was like a nanny in this country while I was like learning English in this program. So I came to Wyoming because when you are in that in the program, they put your profile, like let's say Tinder, like a dating app for outbursts. I always forgot to pronounce that correct. So you filled up all the information that took me like a year and a half to be able to be approved. That was like very challenging, but I made it. And I was now looking for families. I have a few interviews with different families. One family, I got an interview. It was from North Carolina. And funny fact, my best friend right now, she ended up with that family in North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Indira, yeah.
Oh, I
So
didn't
they
know
were Indira and I were interviewing the same family.
Huh.
Yes. But so I have different interviews with different families, and one day I have a interview, FaceTime. Back in the days, like back in the days, because doesn't exist anymore. The video call it was over Skype.
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 They don't use it anymore.
No, I think Skype that
Zoom.
doesn't exist.
Zoom
anymore.
and like Google Meets and stuff.
Yeah, now it's Zoom. But back in the 6 years ago,
My company uses Google Meets. We don't
Yeah.
use Zoom, but some people use
yeah,
it.
but I think it's Skype that
Skype.
doesn't exist anymore. Yeah,
Really?
I hear that.
Weird. Huh?
I
They're
know.
kind of like the first.
I know. So we were doing those FaceTimes, and I had this video call with this family from Casper, Wyoming. They seem super nice. What I was looking for, like a Christian family, like super nice. And one of my things that I was looking for, it was a state where a Spanish community wasn't big, because I didn't want it to come to a state where a lot of Hispanic speakers were there, and just to come to be again in my a comfortable zone
Yeah.
and keep speaking
North
Spanish.
Carolina, there's a lot of Spanish in it. So maybe
Yeah.
that's a good thing. I mean, your friend Indira speaks great, but
Yeah.
She kind of. I mean, it's a mixed
It's
bag
a
there,
mix.
so you could have. Both. But here, it's like not very.
Not very much. So when they told me they were from Casper, Wyoming, I started Googling, and I was like, wow.
That's what I'm looking for.
Nobody knew what was that.
Nobody.
And also, they let me talk with the nanny that was at the time living there. She was super nice, a girl from Brazil. She was telling me all the truth, and like she was telling me it was a great family. So we did match. That's how you call it on that program. You did match, and I think that is like in the dating apps, right?
I never really. So it was never my thing. So, but yeah, something like that.
It's something like that. So we did match, and then it was time for me to come to the state, to Wyoming, to start my program, to live with this family. And I came here in July 2019, but I came to Casper, Wyoming at the end. It was the beginning of August, because that's another story. What happened at the beginning?
So I must have met you in like the end of August or something.
Yes. So then I came here, and you always gonna have like an advisor from that program, a person that takes care of you, that also lives in the town. And this advisor has more girls that are in the program. So she every month we have meetings together, and she give you the phone numbers of these other girls, so you are not alone. So trying to make friends. So at that moment, there were 3 South African girls that was in that program.
Yeah.
So
my
advisor, it was from America. My family was, of course, Americans, gringos. So I didn't have anyone around me speaking Spanish. So it was very challenging. And I was hanging out with these South African girls, and they invited me to go to our club.
It's not even that anymore. It's not what.
No, we were to downtown to a bar that Now it's not like that, but back
It's
in
like a
the
country bar now. It wasn't before. Before they played like I don't know, like kind of like cheesy,
rap,
like not yeah, some
turkey
of that,
music. I
yeah, and
don't know.
like cheesy kind of housey music, and then like rap music and stuff. But now they don't play that. They play like it's like
Yeah.
so-
So I ended up going to the bar with these girls because in my mind is I'm in a new country where my goal is to learn English. When you are learning a new language, the first advice people give you is don't be shy to speak. Everybody makes mistakes. So I was in my mind, don't be shy. You had to go because it's the only way you're going to be able to learn the language.
Mm.
And so I was saying yes to going up because, man, first I need to make friends. I'm alone. I need to speak. I was taking care of 4 kids, man. That was a lot work. I was working 10 hours a day with those kids. So to me, they were great teachers because I learned a lot from those kids, but I needed to get out of the house after my 10 hours in the house with those kids.
yeah.
So of course I was saying yes. And these South African girls were like super fun, but at the same time,
Well, one of them.
yeah, but at the same time they were super like open and all that. And they speak English. Like English in South Africa is also
Yeah, it's very
their first
common.
language.
No, they have like a
Is this
different.
circle? Yeah.
It's like the second, but I mean they all know it.
They
for the
all
most
know
part.
it. They are fluent. And so for them, it was so easy to, they were talking to everybody in the bar. And I was just sitting over there quietly. I haven't seen even Jen, but now I wanna Jen tell us a little bit. So that's how I ended up that night in the bar. How do you ended up that night in the bar?
I was just hanging out with me and one friend at this bar, and we were playing pool, and we ended up playing her South African friends. One of them because she liked to play, and she was kind of drunk too, but she also it was just fun and just wanted to play pool. And so I was like, all right. So we were playing pool, and the guy I was with, hanging out with my friend, was kind of he had way too much to drink, and he was just being kind of honestly kind of just dumb, like when you have too much to drink. But he was being fine. But we were hanging out with your friend, and then she had told us that she was with a group of girls that were also from South Africa, and then one from Colombia. Maybe she said Brazil or something. I don't know. I feel like she didn't say Colombia for some reason when she introduced you, like to us.
Maybe
But then she remembered, oh, Colombia.
yeah.
So I think she got it confused. But
It's just because I was new.
yeah, because you were new. But she said something, and I was like, oh, cool. And I remember I was playing pool, and she like pointed to like the group that she was with, you, and then the other girls. But you were talking to some guy, like you were sitting down in a chair, and like some like big guy was like talking to you, and I was just
Yeah,
like,
it was a Mexican guy that was
Was he?
talking to me. Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
okay.
Yeah, it was a Mexican guy,
were you
but
speaking Spanish?
he
with
was
him?
speaking Spanish.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was talking with him because he doesn't even live here. Like he was,
Yeah.
a lot of people comes here just to work.
Yeah, just traveling.
So, and this guy, I was telling him that we were outbursts, and he was like, "What? What is that program?" So
He's
because
never heard of it.
no, because not a lot of people knows about this program.
Yeah.
So I was telling like, what is this program about? Plus, it was Spanish. Was easy.
That's pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah. But I did. But the funny thing is, like, he saw me first. I didn't.
Well, because
didn't
because your
see
friend
you.
pointed and
Yeah.
and said and showed us like the group like where they were sitting, and they were just like right next to it. Well, not right next to it.
And
just up a little bit.
immediately I caught your attention.
Yeah, she did. No, you definitely did. I was like, oh, she's cute. Like to be fair, like I wasn't necessarily attracted to the other girls. Like with all due respect, they're very. The one was really nice. I was playing pool with us. The other two girls, I was like not really a fan of, to be honest. But you were definitely attractive in my eyes, and I was like, oh, all right. But my buddy I was with, he liked her too, and he was like kind of going for you at first, but he was kind of drunk and kind of
He
being
was
stupid,
drunk.
and I'm just like, there's no way. And I could tell you weren't into it, so I kind of like pulled a robbery a little bit with my friend, but he didn't care.
So in that moment,
So I
you
kind of I
guys-
took you away because you were talking with him, and then I kind of like kind of took
Mhm.
you away. And was
But
talking to
before that, you were playing pool. I didn't saw you in that moment. I don't know. I don't remember.
I saw you briefly though, because she
Yeah.
pointed, and then you were talking with some guy, and then you left to go somewhere, and then I
Yes.
didn't see you again.
No, we went back outside because we were outside.
Oh,
And then you guys finished to play pool.
she took us
And
with her.
then
Yeah.
exactly. And then you guys ended up outside. But it was you and I think like 4 more guys or 3 more guys.
Really, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was more guys there. So we all ended up
There was
outside.
like 2 creepy dudes though. Remember, like that were like trying to like hit on you, and my buddy like kind of like.
So they weren't your friends?
No,
There? Oh,
there was like these. I do
know.
remember that. There's like these 2 weird, like weirdo guys that were like. I kind of feel bad for him now because they were kind of like nerdy, and I feel like they were just trying to like just be not like trying to like fit in.
Like,
But my buddy was
again.
kind of drunk, and he was kind of being an asshole, and he's like he totally kind of embarrassed these guys. I kind of feel bad. But I wasn't. I didn't care. I was just like whatever. But
see,
he
I
kinda
was
was-
innocent.
I did
I was
kind of
so
feel bad.
innocent because I didn't know what was going on. Like I was new in this country. Like I was in this country for a month. My English, it was very, very basic. And so I was just going with the flow. We were in, they were playing pool, then we were
Yeah.
out, and then I saw my group of friends, girls that I was with, talking with this group of people. I thought you all were together, like all those
it was
guys.
no, like just one.
That's
I was with one guy, and I
hilarious.
remember now. It's like that. My friend was being such an asshole to these guys, and I feel kind of embarrassed now because it's like they weren't bothering me. I mean, they were kind of weird, but like they were more being like. I feel like being weird with the other, like not being weird, but I feel like they were just trying to be like they were just like nerdy dudes. They didn't really know what they were doing, maybe. And I wasn't trying to do anything. I was just
6
hanging out.
years later, I realized they were
No, they were
hanging out
not.
with
They were
you.
not with us. No way. I was just with my one friend, and he's kind of the troublemaker already. So it's just like I was just like,
Yeah. So his friend he was a little bit drunk,
yeah,
and I don't know what happened. I think you pushed
I
him
wasn't.
a little bit, but because we ended up talking, you and I.
Well, I could tell you were not interested, and then your other friend. That
I
you're
wasn't
with-
interested in anything, man. I
No,
was
but
new in this country.
he was like kind of being like way too close. And when someone's drunk and they're kind of like trying to talk, it's kind of annoying. So I could tell you were kind of like, okay, like, dude, give me space. And I was completely fine. I wasn't even really drinking because I was kind of babysitting him, really.
Yeah, and you were driving.
And I was driving, so I wasn't really. I had like 1 beer,
Mhm.
but yeah, no, I was like, he was just being kind of dumb. So I ended up kind of like somehow slipping in and talking to you, but we didn't speak. I didn't speak Spanish. She didn't speak very much English. I mean, it was really little English that you spoke. It's probably like what I spoke in Spanish.
Yeah, I remember our conversation. Super basic.
It was
My
very
name is
Manuela, and I'm from Colombia, and I'm from Medellin, and
I
and I didn't know where Medellin was. I knew what Colombia were. I know about Colombia, and I didn't mention drugs. I mentioned. I think I mentioned coffee or something. You know, because I'm like, oh yeah, I really like coffee. You guys have like really good coffee. Something stupid like that. And then we were like showing each other our Instagrams.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't really communicate. So it was like we are showing like pictures of like
we were doing
our city and
the
like
basic
where I'm from.
conversations.
Yeah,
Like
real
what
basic.
like what is your name? Where are you from? Favorite color? Favorite food? I remember the question. What is your favorite food? The only thing that came to my mind that was easy to answer, it was pizza.
Yeah.
And you remember what happened after I say
I think
pizza?
I just told you there's like a nice pizza spot right next to this place, and I'm like, all right, you want to go there with me one of these times?
No, you say tomorrow.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you say tomorrow.
So there you go. I was, yeah, I asked her like the next day if she wanted to hang out because here's the thing: in this country, when a woman is, in my eyes, being flirtatious, they kind of tend to give you subtle hints. They kind of, they do these things. She was doing that to me. She was putting her arm on me. I'm like, this is totally flirting, right? Like, I mean, I was just actually, I don't even think I was flirting at first. I mean, I thought you were attractive. I was definitely like, oh, she's really attractive. But I was being real just casual because I was just like hanging out. And then you started doing this, and I'm like, all right, we're in. We got to go for this now. But then, yeah, so I thought, and she wasn't being flirtatious. That's what.
So the funny
But
thing
I
is,
asked her out the next day. So
yeah, all that night and all that day, and for a couple of months, he thought I was flirting with him the first night. Like I say, I didn't know what
you
I
were
was
flirting.
doing there, and I wasn't flirting at all. If one day you go to Colombia, you're gonna notice people is very kind and nice. You see my family, they hug you, they just like throw you everywhere. They don't have any respect.
But that's different. That when
But
in the
no,
scenario we were in,
but no,
but you have to understand. You could see my point, like why I would think
yes,
that.
yes, again, but again, I was new in a culture. I was just start learning about your culture.
That's not the culture here. That's like
Exactly.
if you do
I
that,
didn't
it's
know
like
that
you're
was the
flirting.
culture
I
in here. In Colombia, Medellin, we talk a lot with our hands. We do this, we do this, we
Yeah.
do this, we smile a lot, we are nice, kind. So that can be switched if you are not from this culture and can be taken as you are flirting with me.
That's how you guys get all the gringos down there.
I was telling him, guys in Colombia, you go to a restaurant, you go to a bar, and you're a lady, and the bartender is gonna tell you, "Hi, my princess. Hi, my princess. How you doing today? Hi, my queen." And that is the normal language. Hey, baby, how you doing? What do you need? Beautiful today. Hey, mamacita, how you doing? That
Do the
is
women do that to the men though?
no. The men do that to the women.
But what do the women say to the men? Do they say like 'cause
What
sometimes
we-
women will say, "Hey, handsome, how you doing?"
Yes.
But it's not.
guapo.
But it's not like a.
No, what we do as a women, we are very kind and smiling and doing this. So people that is not from the culture will think, oh, this person is flirting with me because it's being so kind, so nice, and
Well-
it's smiling and it's beautiful.
And that's that's the thing is it doesn't help that all the women. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say all, but like a pretty good majority of Colombian women, in my opinion, are very, very, very beautiful. So it's like, from a guy's perspective, it doesn't help that you guys are attractive and you're doing this. And like in the States, I mean, like guys, if they're that doesn't really happen. Like it's like, I mean, maybe it does, but like not like that. It's like you got to work for it. And
I
then,
know.
but like with you, it was like real natural and real like easy. And you were doing this like she's like grabbing my arm and laughing and not understanding what I'm saying probably.
Exactly.
But
so
so
innocent.
why do you think I asked you out the next day? Of course, I thought you were flirting with
I
me.
didn't know you were flirting. So what happened? He said like, "Oh, there is a nice pizza restaurant next to this, like next to here. Do you wanna come tomorrow? Do you have your can I have your number, your phone number?" I didn't know my phone number. Again, new here with a new phone number. I don't remember at the moment I never learned that phone number.
I think I thought you were like totally just not interested. When
So
you said
I
that to me at
told
that point.
him, but see, that is the difference.
Yeah, I was,
I
like,
don't
so
even
confused.
knew
I was
how to pronounce my phone number in English.
It makes sense. Yeah. No, it makes sense. But at the time,
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, but then like I was like, oh, but you gave me your Instagram.
Yeah, so I told him I don't know my phone number, but this is my Instagram, and I show you because
Yeah,
I
you
didn't know how
did.
to say it.
No,
to
that
you
was
neither.
fair. Yeah, that was
And
fair.
we test, and you told me, okay, I will test you tomorrow. I went to the bathroom. Yes.
Okay.
I went to the bathroom with the girls, and I come back, and you weren't anymore.
I think,
And I was like, oh, where did he?
I think it was because my friend was doing something.
What happened?
I remember like my friend, I had to get him out of there. Like something happened. He was being kind of rough, like reckless a little bit, and I don't know. I feel like from what I remember, there was something going on, and I just got out of there. And I remember I had to kind of like help him. Like, yeah, he really had too much. So he's being dumb.
Mhm.
So I remember us leaving, and then he went back to the bar. After I left, I dropped him off his house, and then he said he ended up calling me and said, "Hey, I'm back," and I'm like,
I
"What?"
understand.
So yeah, he had some problem. I haven't seen him in a long time.
So I went to the bathroom. I didn't see him anymore. So I thought that was the end. Like I didn't thought anything else. The next day, every Sunday, I was going. I always go to church with the host family, and Oh, but the first thing, he told me his name. You say, my name is James, and that means Santiago in Spanish. And I
Which
was
is
like,
true, by the way.
what?
That is true.
So yeah, he showed me the Bible, why, and then I believe
No,
him.
that's the name in Spanish. If you translate James into Spanish, I mean, you could say Jaimes,
It's the
but
second translation. It's the second.
but it's the proper, but it's like the formal, it's like the formal way to say James. To translate that into Spanish is Santiago.
So the next thing he text me, and I was telling my host mom, oh, I was hanging out with this very nice guy, because that is the thing. James always give me a goodbye, always give me like nothing suspicious and anything. And again, my thought processes is you need to make friends, you need to make friends, you need to make friends. So that's why I say yes to you, because you need to make friends, you need to talk, you need to speak, you need to learn English. And the way to learn English is exposing yourself to do it. So the next morning, I was telling my husband about this guy that I
you
was
show her a
going
picture?
to know, that I was going to hanging out with, and she asked me for the name, and it's like, shit, I don't remember the name.
But did you follow me on Instagram? Right?
Listen, yes, but in that moment, I was like, I'm so bad for names, and of course, an English name, James is the most popular name in this country. But when you are again new in this English word, James, it was new for me. So, but I remember, I told her, I don't remember what is his name in English, but I remember that he say means Santiago in Spanish.
Did she look Santiago up?
What?
Did she look the name up in Spanish and be like, oh, James?
No, she didn't.
Did she ask if I was like Latino or something?
No.
Okay.
No. But then you text me, but you have a weird name in your Instagram.
Yeah, I know.
So,
and I never have like a profile, like my face is my profile picture. I don't know.
So it was so funny.
It is.
So he texted me and he said like he was going to pick me up. So I asked him the location of the restaurant, everything. I shared one of my friends the location and everything, because just to make sure.
No, and I knew that you felt. I knew what you were doing, so I was like, oh, cool, yeah, no problem. Like I'm not, you know.
Because one of the stereotypes that gringos have
that we're creepy.
is, yeah, you guys are creepy.
That's not a good stereotype.
But not everyone. So I'm with a very nice guy, with a very good soul, with a very good person. But we went, he picked me up in this gorgeous car, and I was like, okay.
Don't make the viewers too jealous. No, I don't even have this car anymore. I wish I had it still.
Oh, it's in the family.
It's in the family. I sold it to my stepdad. Beautiful Mustang.
Yes. Blue, gorgeous. And I was like, what? Like, for me, coming from Colombia, from Medellin, for like...
Yeah, that would have been. I mean, yeah, you would have been like, oh, whoa.
For like, I grew up very low income, always in public transportation.
What did you think when I showed up?
And then someone came to me, and first I was as an au pair. The family gave me a car, but it was like a super old car. And then he came to pick up me for the first time.
That was my car.
I saw that car face to face. I always saw that car on TV. Yeah. So because where I was living in Colombia, it wasn't a good neighborhood at all. So those cars doesn't go over there to my neighborhood. And then I saw this vintage mustache, beautiful blue car with leather seats. And I was like, wow. For me, it was like a movie. Like everything I was living in that moment, for me, it was literally a movie.
That's cool.
I was like, wow.
That was just my car. I drove that thing for 4 years in the snow. I mean, it was pretty sweet car. Let's be real. But yeah, but I wasn't trying to like pull. I wasn't trying to like really impress. It was just that's what I had.
Exactly, it is what it is. But it's because we are not used to to that. Not too long ago, we have another like au pair, another nanny that she stayed with us for a week while she was doing a rematch of Family, and we took her to Jane's parents' house where the car is right now,
Yeah.
and she has the same
I know she loved
reaction.
it.
And because they let me to borrow that car, I asked them like, can I take her for a ride? And I let her drive, and she was like, "Can you take me pictures? Can you do
I know
this?"
she loved it.
So it's because it's not something that
It's uncommon in
it's
your
not
guys'
common.
world down
Yeah.
in South America.
Yeah.
You probably get robbed for it pretty quick.
No, and I told James that will be different if I come from a rich family in Colombia, because I tell him like,
But I'm
rich.
not rich either, though.
No,
very, like,
but
middle
man,
class.
you need to understand. It's
No, I know.
Latin
It's a
America
different
is
thing. Yeah,
different.
it is.
I tell always him like,
It's way different.
what is middle class in here in the States is rich class in Colombia.
Yeah, true.
And if you grow up in a rich class in Colombia, you will have everything that we have right now here. But I grew up in a very low income household,
Yeah.
in a very low and like dangerous area. So of course, everything for me,
Yeah,
it
I
was
get that.
new. It
Mhm.
was like my host family, they were like middle class, nothing fancy, but even their house to me was like, wow.
Right.
We don't have basements in Colombia, and I was sleeping in the basement.
That's kind of a
So everything for me was so new.
yeah.
So he came in this car, and what do you? So we went first to walk in Davis Street downtown. What was you? What was in your? What were? How do I say that? What was in your mind in that moment?
About you or just
Yeah, about the situation.
I don't know, like typical like
Guy.
stuff is like you're hanging out with a beautiful woman. It's like, oh, this is great. Like, what's this gonna turn into? So I think, but honestly, she was very nice and very.
Well, we're having fun.
I think so. We always connected. I feel like we didn't really try to connect. We always like just like
it was
connected,
natural.
and we didn't even speak the language. Like
Mm-mm.
I mean, like I spoke no Spanish. She spoke a little English, but very broken and very not. There was not much. So it was like a lot of communicating with our phones.
But that helped me a
showing
lot to
pictures.
learn
Yeah, you learned a lot with me, but
with my kids.
yeah, with your kids, but no, honestly, like it was just nice to hang out with someone. And
I don't know. Yeah, it feels nice. It didn't feel like I never feel
I didn't
like
feel like I had to try.
exactly.
I feel like we're just like hanging out. I mean, of course, I was very into her, very attracted.
But I never feel like you were like, oh, there. I never feel like you were like super floating with me. I just feel like we were just hanging out, having fun. I will show you a lot of videos, music. We were laughing.
Do you think I'm a flirtatious guy? I mean, I think I can be if I'm
yeah.
But I don't think I normally am. I think I'm pretty like if I like when I liked you, but I wasn't like super like forward. I was just kind of myself, like kind of how we are now, just like.
I don't think so,
chill,
because for me, again, I say yes because I wanted to find friends. So to me, it was just like, oh,
yeah,
a friend thing, and that was it.
I didn't have any like real like. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I wasn't even like looking for a relationship at that time. Like seriously, I wasn't. I'd been out of one for like.
Of course, me neither.
Yeah, I'd been out of one for a couple months, I think, when I met you. So I was like, I'm not really looking. But then it helps when you find someone and you're like, oh, this person's really cool.
Plus, I was going to be in Casper just for 1 year.
Right. I didn't know. I didn't think we were gonna like.
I know.
I didn't think that at all.
That's funny. But we have pizza.
Yeah.
That restaurant is still there. Super yummy. We
should go there.
Yeah, we're talking about this.
They have pasta.
They have pasta.
Let's think about it
after this. Yeah, let's think about it.
Side note. I need more wine too. Can I grab some?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Okay. We're gonna do a pause here so he can grab more wine. Okay.
All right, anyway.
Coming back to our story. That's how we met. We have a great conversation, a great time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Feels natural.
Yeah, it was good. It was nice. It was just it wasn't I don't know. It was just like hanging out. Like we weren't trying hard.
Mm-mm.
Like when like you can
because
tell when
because it
someone's trying
wasn't a
hard.
date. To me, it wasn't a date. To me, it was like,
I
oh,
don't think it was for me either.
I met someone new. I'm new in this country. I'm
Mm,
making friends.
yeah.
So to me, it was more about like a new adventure, a new exploring thing.
I liked you, and I thought she was attractive, but and I don't. I mean, I guess I thought it was a date, but I wasn't like treating it as it was like, oh my god, this is a date. It was just really just it was like us hanging out. Yeah, it wasn't really like a high pressure date situation like
Mhm.
some of dates can be. It was very just casual and very yeah, just kind of just going with the flow and
Very
not really
fun.
yeah, just not trying any.
Hmm.
It's yeah, it was nice. I like.
I give you my phone number
Mhm.
because I show you.
I earned it.
Yeah, and after that, we keep talking,
Yep.
hanging out, and now we're married.
And now we're
4 years married.
yeah, 6 years knowing each other, and then
4 years being married.
we were together. But honestly, like I met her when she first got here. I've been with her since her like beginning. Really, I've known you pretty much since the beginning.
I always tell James he was my friend because
And you're mine too.
we didn't become like girlfriend and boyfriend after like months,
Yeah.
a few months, I think like 8 months. But we had the opportunity to hanging out, to know each other, and to
Mhm.
be more casual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
more relaxed. And to me, James, he was my little angel. I always say you're my angel because to be in a different country where I get emotional, to be in a different country and like go through all those changes. Like
Mhm.
I was going through a lot. I was learning a new language. It was frustrating at
Yeah. Oh, I
times
know the feeling.
because I was like, man, when am I gonna learn? It was a lot.
Yep, I know the.
Having homesick, all that things. Oh my gosh, it was a lot. Plus taking care, being 10 hours in a house, running the shorts of a mom, literally, with 4 kids. Those kids were like one just turning out 1 year, so it was still a baby. The another one, it was 2 years. Then it was a 4 years old and a 6 years old.
Mhm.
It was a lot of work picking up the two older ones for school, taking the little ones, making breakfast, snacks, lunch, laundry, clean. It was a lot. So to have someone that was there for me to like show me around town, to have a good time, it was very, very like so that's why he was my angel here.
That's nice.
When any like bad intention. That's
No,
why
no,
with no bad
I'm
intentions
not
at
that kind
all.
of guy.
Yeah. So plus because from the beginning, after like I don't know, like 5 times hanging out, I told him like, "Hey, I'm not having sex with you." I was very clear there.
Yeah.
So that's why it was like it was um a honest friendship first.
Yeah, of course. I think that's the line that a lot. I think that's a very common line,
What do you mean?
that girls will say. Like, well, like for instance, on another side note, if we're just gonna go on this real quick, we were at um, we got free tickets to a concert last Saturday. A
Last
friend of your
Saturday.
friends, and we kind of hooked up a friend of hers with a guy we know that's my stepdad's friend. I guess they're older. Your friend's older, and I remember her saying that she said that exact same line to him, and it's just like, but no, but that's true. I mean, you guys, I mean, you do have to set a boundary. You don't want to,
Yeah, you need to set up
because I mean, because
Yeah,
with
she told
guys,
him,
it's
I'm not going to bed with you.
yeah. So it's just,
But as a
I
women, we
get it.
have to
I get it. Well,
because
because
you're
guys are, yeah, we're
guys.
guys. So
You're
yeah,
guys. And that is a way of also know if you're being there for real.
yeah.
That is another way for
Right.
us to know if you're going to be there for real or it was just because you wanted to find something else.
No, no, I thought you were cool. Like I wasn't like I was just kind of like when you told me that I was just like, all right, yeah, sure. I knew she liked me. So I was like, you know,
Of course, after hanging out with him all
Yeah.
this time, talking, start
I'm not a
having.
pushy guy though. Like I was never
No.
like creepy
That is
with it.
the good thing, and just everything being so easy. And like I met your mom, your stepdad. Of course, as a woman, we had to do a little bit of stalking and find out he was a good man,
How did you do that?
because I went to his Facebook and all the comments on his pictures were mom, grandma, and aunts.
That's
And
embarrassing.
all it was like,
even have a
oh, I
Facebook
love
anymore."
you, baby. And it was just
Yeah.
like, it's like, okay.
I was kind of raised by
he's a
women, though.
good man.
I have a good relationship with my dad. I
Yeah.
mean, my dad's always been in my life, but I was, you know, I mean, you've seen, I was kind of raised by women, like way more women in my
Yeah.
life than men. So
And so that is another good thing when, like, as a woman, if especially if you are in a different country, so vulnerable because you don't have anyone there.
yeah,
Make sure that you are going out with a good person, and then after I did my stalking, it's like he's a good man.
did you think that was cute?
I thought that was cute.
Was it? Be honest. Was it was that attractive or was it cute? Or was it both? Like, can that be? Can cute be attractive?
Yes, because that gave me security that you weren't a creepy guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my perspective.
No, in your perspective. Yeah, that makes
My
sense.
perspective.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe for older women, people is different, but
I looked at your Instagram and I
Oh,
was,
you look at my
of course. I
Instagram.
was looking at her pictures and like, yeah, she's, I like, you know.
You show your mom.
Yeah, of course. Well, I told her I was hanging out with a girl. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go out. I mean, at the time I was living at home, so I was still going to college. And yeah, I was like telling my mom, like, I told her it was a date. I mean, for me, it was a date.
For you,
for me,
was
it was a date. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go see this girl. I'm gonna go just hang out. And showed her a picture, and she's like, oh, she's cute. And I told her you're from Colombia, and she's like, all right, well, go have fun.
So we have a great time. You start hanging out with my friends at the moment too.
Yeah, they're
So
cool.
it was a great time. I was going to your house. So we become very good friends. We become like then something. We start to like each other.
How many dates did it take for you to like?
I don't know. Do you? I
liked you from the start.
I told you one day. I don't remember how many dates it was there, but I hate that in English you guys don't have a word to express that you like someone but not in love yet. So in
We would
Spanish,
just say we like you.
no, but you don't say, "Oh, I like you." You don't go over there and
You
say
could say
that.
that. I mean, maybe you.
So
you,
in
it takes a
Spanish,
while to
we
say that.
do. In Spanish, we have a ga. And at the beginning, we always say, I like you so much.
Te quiero mucho.
That will say, te quiero mucho. That is the first stage, and you stay there in a period of time.
Which means I like you.
Before you go to I love you. So I remember telling him when you drove me off one day, and I said, oh, I like you. And you were like, okay. I think it was like,
I think because it was, did we kiss?
Yes.
You kissed me and then
and I said, I like you.
But it was like the way you said it. I was just kind of like, yeah, I like you too.
Yeah, because you guys don't say it that way.
I mean, you can, but I'm
yeah,
like,
but
"Alright,
not
I like
that
you
way. No. Yeah, you can say, oh yeah, I think I like her, but you don't say it
That's
like that.
like that. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's funny to think.
And you guys need a word like that. Te quiero mucho. Te quiero mucho.
This is English.
You guys need a word like that.
We don't have that.
You need it.
We don't have it.
So I was telling him, oh, I like you. And he didn't know what to answer. And
I just said it back.
No,
Like,
that first time
I didn't say anything.
you were like, okay, because it was new for you.
I feel like, but thinking back now, if someone said, "Hey, I like you," I'd be like, "Oh, I like you too." So I don't know why I didn't say it. Maybe I just
You were in shock.
I don't know. It's like I feel like if I could go back in time in that moment, I would probably say, "Oh, I like you too. Yeah, you're great." You know, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I was trying to be cool and be like, "Oh, yeah."
So we were in that stage for a couple months, but again, my program it was for 2 years, and I always told him I was going to be here. You're looking to the neighbors.
I know our vampire neighbors are actually outside.
Don't get
All right,
distracted.
sorry about that.
And so I was going to be here for 1 year. My second year, it was going to be somewhere in United States. I didn't even know where until like 2 weeks before my program ends.
Mm.
So my program it was coming to the end, and then at the moment we were very now close and attached.
Yeah.
And I asked you in the living room in your mom's house. Say okay.
Yeah, I mean, which is great. No, I mean, I didn't want to say it, but I feel like actually, I mean, I just made it clear I liked you like that. And I mean, in my eyes, I already thought we were dating, but you said you want to make it official, basically,
And I say like, no, I asked, what do you want? Like, I'm leaving. Like, do you want us to just cut it up here? Do you want to continue? Where are we going? What we're gonna do?
I just told you I told you I liked you and cared about you, and I wanted to be with you, and but and to be honest, I knew she was leaving to go somewhere else, and I would do the same thing she did. Like, I mean, I was really supportive in that way where it's
Yeah,
like
you always were.
where it's like, yeah, it sucks long distance. I've done long distance where it sucks. But
Another person
but
will say,
I
"Don't go, stay."
no, I wanted you to, like, in a weird way. I like it sucked to see her go, but I also knew what she was here for, and I wanted her to see what she could see. Like, if I was in another country, I would want to see what as much as I could.
Mhm.
So I really understood.
So you
that.
can stay the 2 years with the same family, or you can change to a different family. My goal always it was staying here for 1 year. I knew it for what I saw on internet. That was a very small town, all those things. Plus, it was 4 kids. Like I said, I was working 10 hours with this kid. It was so draining that I needed to keep pursuing my dreams. I wasn't going to stop for someone that we were just still see where we're going.
Too.
Exactly.
That was nice because like I feel like we were both pretty young still. I mean, we
Plus,
still are young.
I came to this country, one, to learn English, and second, to explore, to traveling. And I was traveling. I got the opportunity to see a lot of this part of the country. So it was time for me to find another family. And now I wanted to go to a big city. I want to take care of less kids, less hours. I want to keep with my plan. And that is great. Yeah. You always support and you say, I will live too for kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's like where we live is like not that.
It's nothing. We already talked about
it's
this.
Bad. I mean, it's just not. It's not like in New Jersey or something. But no, I definitely understood, and I would do if I was doing what you did. I would have wanted to go see more places too.
So he was supporting with my decision on leaving, but then we both agreed that we wanted to continue. So I told him, "Hey, but you haven't asked me the question. Which question?
Do you want to be my girlfriend?"
Exactly. Do you want to be my girlfriend after like 9 months hanging out, being friends first?
I put in the work.
He did.
Dude, I really put in I grinded for that one.
You did. He did.
No, but it's cool. Like when you really like someone, that's different. If I didn't like if I wasn't into you that much, I wouldn't have done it. But I mean, when you find someone that you genuinely have a connection with, it's like, oh yeah, it's like it's worth pursuing, worth really putting in extra time, work to try and make it happen. Because it's like, I mean, as sad as it sounds, I mean, there's been girls I've like in the past that before you where I was like, I'm just not really too interested, and you don't really put in the time and work. But with you, it was never like that. It was like I really liked you. I had a connection with you.
And plus all the conversations, like these go a lot of deep to guys. Like it's like first it was a friendship first. I come from some beliefs and I believe that it's good to start a relationship where first you are friends, so you guys know each other pretty well, and then we start our like boyfriend and girlfriend relationship that we're committed to this.
That's usually how it works, right? I mean,
I don't
at
know.
least in
I
my
feel like
experience,
sometimes people they just start dating
not me.
immediately.
I feel like, I mean, I've always, maybe I've had one scenario where it's kind of like that, but like I haven't had that many relationships.
And then and then another thing is like
But I'm like,
you guys start talking and you guys start to learn more about another person, and is this person thinking the same thing that I'm thinking about? Like, okay, are we thinking that maybe the same things about marriage? I know it's too soon, but kids, I know
I
it's too
was
soon
definitely
about
not thinking about
dreams.
those two
No, but
things.
that is why I say it's important, because we both never so we talk about like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna be married one. I don't know if I'm gonna marry one day. And you say like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be married one day.
I really didn't.
And we both like, oh, we don't want kids. Like those
No.
first conversations when you're like, oh, it is good. Like my beliefs, it was important. His family is a Christian family as well, and that is something I was looking also in a person.
I wasn't very Christian though, at that time.
At that time. But you came from a Christian family, and
Yeah.
that was important for me because I didn't people out of my religion, and nothing bad with that. But when it comes to things serious, it's tough because then
Right.
we don't match.
Yeah.
And so those believing I wanted someone with me that was driven, and that's you were passionate, driven. You want to
Mhm.
traveling, I want to travel.
Yeah.
Like we both like cultures and countries. So then you start to see, okay, you know what? This is worth. It's worth to try and see what happens.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
Plus, when as a woman, if it's a man that is respectful, is a man. One thing for me in my list, it was like I don't want someone that cannot control the alcohol. And I have
Here
never
I am
seen,
drinking on a podcast.
but I say cannot control
No, I
alcohol.
yeah. To be, I don't.
We don't drink.
We don't.
though.
We have a bar in our house, like a little bar cart with like alcohol and stuff on it, and we like never drink it. It's like
Never.
anytime we have people over, your friends, we give it to them because we don't even drink it. Like I don't like liquor. Like, I
So
like
it was
hefty
it was
beers.
that like oh like see matching with people, even for like just for a friend, like to me
We connected.
my friends has to have similar values, because I couldn't have a conversation with you if you don't have values that we can relate to.
For me, it's different. I can connect with people as long as they're friendly and just easygoing. Like I could be total.
No,
I could be total opposite with someone, but if they're
even
nice,
like
and
no, like deep, like very, very close friend, if you guys don't have similar values, how come I gonna be a very good friend with someone that is, I don't know, a liar? I can't.
my buddies that I hang out with don't have similar values, and we're great friends.
No,
I think for guys, it's different.
Jimmer is a good person.
He is a good person, but
I'm talking about the values. I'm not talking
Okay.
about. It's way different, baby. It's not about what you like to do. It's about your values as a person.
but that's what I'm saying is it's like if you're just an easygoing, down to earth person, that's a good value to me.
Yeah, and that is one of your values. See?
So we have different opinions about values. Like
Yeah.
for me, it's not about. For you, it gets like really deep and
Yeah.
specific. For me, it's like if you're just a down to earth person, you can come from a different anything. I don't care as long as you're a friendly person. You don't have bad intentions. You don't want to be an asshole.
Okay.
That's
But for
what
the girls, my
into.
message is like you were always a gentleman. You were always on time. You were always open the door for me. Like doing those little things. You always patient. You always like give me even advice. You like that treat you well. So my message for the ladies out there is don't expect less for a man. Like you can cover all those things. So if you're hanging out, dating a person, that person can give you should give you the best too. So don't settle for less, because that's something that hurt me as a woman. See how many women are there with like social loser guys that doesn't value that amazing and beautiful women they have.
Some women are attracted to that, though. Let's just be real.
Yeah, that is so sad.
That's just the way it
That is
is.
so sad. But so after that, we become boyfriend and girlfriend. And then I think it was a month before I left to New Jersey to start my second year in my program. And I think that was the best thing that we did,
Why?
because I feel like we got even more close.
Yeah, I think so. You had a hard time over there too, and weren't sleeping for a while. I
You
remember
know?
could not sleep.
Like,
But yeah, I again, it goes back to what I said. Where if I was in her shoes, if I were in your shoes, I would do what you did. And even if I was with someone and they're like, "No, don't. If you leave, we're done." Then I'd be like, "I gotta go. Like, sorry, I came here for this.
yeah.
This was amazing. I wish you the best, but I have to do this. Like, I would do
Yeah.
that. So
I didn't came here to find anyone. I came here
No.
for a goal.
It
and
helped that we weren't. Or go ahead.
And my goal was learn English, travel, and go back.
It helps that we were not looking for a relationship. I seriously was not looking for a relationship. I was hanging out in a bar with my buddy, playing pool. You happened to be there. She was attractive. That's basically how it happened. But I wasn't looking. I was honestly, I was very like, just go with the flow,
Mhm.
casual in the situation. Of course, I was open to meeting someone if I met someone, sure. But I wasn't looking for it, and like everyone, that's like that old saying, like, "Oh, just don't look for it, and it comes to you," or whatever. It really was kind of that situation with you, like, and like I remember you kind of asked me before, like, what do you think of like the dating apps? I've never been on a dating app. Like, I mean, I maybe tried it once, and I was just like, this is not for me. I don't like it, so I never did it. So I haven't had that many relationships, but the ones I've had have all been in person. And I
Mhm.
think that just tends to be just a more rare thing now. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong. I have no idea. I'm happy I'm
People
out.
can leave us the comment.
But it's cooler to meet someone in the real present world
Mhm.
than on an app. I mean, but
Yeah.
again, that's my experience.
And
Everyone
that's
has
the
different
thing.
things.
To me, is the same. I never did dating apps. You know, was
I can
scary
see why people
about
do that.
that.
I could see the
Yeah.
appeal.
Yeah, and it's nothing bad with that. If you're in dating app, that is cool too. But also, I didn't have a lot of relationships neither in the past, so we were goodies.
Believe it or not, I was pretty shy.
We were goodies.
I was just a shy guy. Like honestly, like
We were meant to be together, because I always say, like, what in earth we met in Casper, Wyoming?
know. People ask me that question. They're like, I tell people, oh, my wife's from Colombia, and they're like, how the hell did you meet a Colombian?
I know,
Like,
that was meant to be.
Yeah.
That was meant to be.
I don't know. That's crazy.
That was God.
It's crazy, but I'm happy it happened.
I'm happy and happy.
Yeah, it's been good.
It's been
So,
good. So that's how we met.
right. And we're married now.
We're gonna finish our wine, and I hope you guys like this episode today. And we see you in a different episode. Leave your comments, post, shirt, comment, all of that.
Yep. Do what she just said. Okay. Adios. Bye.
Adios. Bye.